The Well of Whispers and Grace. In the village of Olori, where the sun kisses the earth with a golden intensity, two souls were woven together long before they understood the patterns of the loom. Tope and Akin grew up in the shadow of the great baobab trees, their laughter echoing through the tall grass. They shared secrets like precious stones, and as the seasons turned, their childhood friendship ripened into a love as deep as the roots of the forest. They believed their bond was unbreakable, a silent promise whispered in the heat of the afternoon. But between their houses lay a jagged scar upon the earth, a line of stones that marked a bitter boundary. For generations, their fathers, Baba Ifedayo and Baba Olumide, had nursed a feud over a strip of fertile land that sat between their properties. What began as a disagreement over a fence had curdled into a wall of silence and spite. The elders spoke of the land as if it were a battlefield, and the love between their children was seen not as a bridge, but as a betrayal of their ancestors' pride. As the sun set and the village grew quiet, Tope and Akin would meet at the edge of the forbidden clearing. They spoke in hushed tones of a future that seemed as distant as the stars. "Our fathers' hearts are made of the same dry clay as this disputed earth," Akin lamented, holding Tope's hand tightly. They knew that to marry without the blessing of their families would be to cast themselves out into a world without a home, yet the thought of being apart was a thirst they could not quench. Then came the great thirst. The rains, which usually arrived with the thunderous joy of a festival, simply vanished. The sky remained a relentless pale blue, and the earth began to crack like parched skin. The river slowed to a muddy trickle, and the crops, the lifeblood of Olori, began to wither. Tope watched her father, Baba Ifedayo, pace their small plot of land. His shoulders slumped as he looked at the yellowed stalks of corn that were his family's only hope for the winter. On the other side of the stone wall, Akin discovered a secret hidden beneath a rocky outcrop on his family's land. While searching for a lost goat, he found a narrow opening leading to a cool, dark cavern where a hidden spring still bubbled, defying the drought. It was a miracle, a private reservoir of life. His father, Baba Olumide, guarded the secret fiercely, knowing that this water made their land the most valuable in the region, even if it meant watching their neighbors suffer. Akin's heart, however, was not moved by profit or spite. He thought of Tope and her father's failing harvest. In the dead of